Shein, one of the top Chinese fashion brands which shut shop in India in June of 2020 after the ban on Chinese apps post Galwan Valley clash, is set to re-enter India in a tie-up with Reliance Retail. The partnership sets the stage for Shein to open both online and offline stores, marking its presence through Reliance's Ajio platform. Remember, all of this is attributed to sources, but Shein will be expecting to source its fabric from both global as well as local manufacturing operations if it decides to come back, and the partnership with retail space of Reliance comes through. The partnership is expected to include sourcing, manufacturing and retailing, all in all, but also sourcing from India. That could be and would be crucial to marking Shein's presence once again in India after good 2 years. Kartik joining me at this point in time in the studio. Kartik, a good way for a major brand in fashion to re-enter India after it was banned.
A good way or a bad way is something that, we'd leave to the imagination of our audience. But I think what it clearly tells us is this possibility of Chinese companies circumventing the law and making an entry into India. I don't want to sound like a cynic, but I think it is fairly obvious that you raise some investment from India and you source your inputs from India, and lo and behold, you're back in the country. And you're back in the country where we had actually taken that decision to ban Chinese apps and Chinese gaming companies and a lot of other Chinese operations in India, including TikTok. So the point is that, it is making a comeback. For Reliance, it's obviously a great success story, and the kind of brilliant bets that Reliance has continued to make across sectors, from Campa Cola to dairy business to Hamleys to what have you. I think it's an opportune moment given the Ajio platform that Reliance has in the online space and Reliance Trends, which it operates offline. Both sort of, attracting the same kind of audience that Shein was up until June 2020 catering to, fast fashion, not expensive, in fact, moderately priced garments and apparel, relatively cheaper as compared to the premium brands. So I think for Reliance, it's obviously an excellent breakthrough. I've been made to understand it's invested about $2 million worth in Shein. And Shein overall, globally, it's a $100 billion worth company. It's a huge magnum opus brand, and it comes back into India for the audience, for the viewers, for the shoppers. Great avenues open, but this whole circuitous route of coming back into India is something that perhaps needs to be guarded in the larger interest.
Because from what it appears, if this is just one retail store, there were many more apps that were banned, which would also then find a way to re-enter India. It's not so much as a bad thing, but a way of circumventing the laws that were put in place post Galwan Valley clash. We'll leave it at that. Thank you, Kartik.